You say that our job is only to report the story, but you too have become the story with Donald Trump, haven't you?
Oh, boy.
Well,
But you have. I mean, these tweets that he sent about you are extraordinary. Shall we read out a small sample?
Oh, no.
There we go. Let's have a look. Okay.
No.
Now, here we go. I heard that poorly rated Morning Joe, says Donald Trump, speaks badly of me. Brackets, don't watch anymore. Then how come low IQ crazy Mika, that would be you, along with Psycho Joe, that would be
that'd be
you,
me. Yeah.
came to Mar-a-Lago 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve and insisted on joining me? And then it goes on, she was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no.
yes.
So what do you say to that?
I'll tell you
kind
what
of
we
thing?
were most amazed about in that entire thing is he managed, I don't know how you do it, he managed to pack 5 lies into 140 characters. It was pretty remarkable. Everything he said was actually false.
But did you ask to stay at Mar-a-Lago?
No, we did not ask to stay at Mar-a-Lago.
Did you
No.
stay at Mar-a-Lago?
He stayed with his family
Well, no.
long before he was president.
Oh, yeah, but not that time. What he's
And
talking
no,
about...
not on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, what he's talking about is he kept inviting Mika over to have dinner.
Yeah.
And I went one
Was
night.
he trying to proposition you?
She didn't.
I don't think so.
I think his wife was there. So, but yeah, no, but we didn't.
But it's really personal stuff, isn't it? I mean, this is not what
Yeah.
you expect to be engaging in with the commander-in-chief.
No, and I've been really surprised at the response to those tweets.
From who?
Everybody in our world and in the media and people I've never met. People were really repulsed by the behavior.
It just.
But hang on a second. Do you also regret giving him too much airtime when you were all still getting on famously?
You know
because
what?
you built the guy up as well, didn't you?
No, that right there is a narrative that I take issue with. We built him up.
Well, he was on your program a lot.
And every time we questioned him, we pointed out to everybody a lot of the concerns we had with everything he was saying, including about immigration. We were the ones who got him to talk about mass deportation forces. This is information you would think people would want to know about somebody that they're about to vote for.
We made the offer to everybody. Call in anytime you want to
Any
call
candidate,
in.
anytime.
Any candidate of the 16 Republicans, only Lindsey Graham and Donald Trump would call in.
So, but when he called in, you always took his call. I mean,
Sure, you would too. Everybody
No,
would.
we
I'm not
would.
sure about every
Yeah,
time.
you would.
But he called in a lot, and then you let him go on.
I mean, you know, he called in a good bit, just like in 2008, Mike Huckabee called in a good bit.
But isn't this the problem that we all are complicit in to some extent? If you've got a problem with Donald Trump as president, we all of us couldn't get enough of Trump as a story, and that is why he is where he is at the moment.
Well, listen, our audience is not big. As Mika always says, if Trump supporters watched our show, we would have a massive, large audience.
You find me a Morning Joe fan, someone who loves the show and watches it every day, who voted for Trump. And I've got something to tell you.
I've got to also say,
But he's been good for ratings, hasn't he?
well, it's good for ratings when we're
Not good for the
actually,
country.
and this is what people don't understand. Actually, it's better for ratings when we are negative on him.
Right.
When we're positive on him, and when we were just asking questions during the campaign,
Your audience doesn't like it.
it upset half of our audience.
Okay, so finally and briefly, how does this story end? Does it end in tears for America or in tears for Donald Trump or for both?
Well,
Or maybe not tears.
I have said for years, and I said it to the Obama administration, you know, everybody comes in the White House gates for the first time, and they think that they've cracked the code, that they're the first ones that have ever done it. And I said, Washington always wins. Washington always wins. The system always wins. And the system will beat Donald Trump down,
Could he end
too.
up being a great president?
No. He just doesn't have, he does not have it in him.
I
You
don't
don't
see
think
it.
so? Because he's made it so personal, how hard is it for you now to be objective when it comes to interviewing him or talking about it?
Well, we don't take it you know, the funny thing is, when that tweet came in, Meek and I both looked at it, and both of us said the same thing to each other, 25th Amendment, which means, 25th Amendment means you get taken out if you're not mentally competent to do it. We couldn't believe that he actually did that he actually tweeted that. But we don't take it personally because we know the guy. He's.
Did he offer to officiate at your wedding?
Yes.
He did.
He did.
He really did.
And not only that, but he got very angry when his son-in-law had said, "Hey, I can marry you," and he jumped
He
in
apparently
and
has them.
he jumped in and started yelling. Why would they want you to marry them when they could have me marry them.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Strange
Joe
days
Scarborough,
indeed.
Mika Brzezinski, thank you
Thank
very much
you.
indeed for coming in.
Thank you
Thanks.
so much.